This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world. I'm Bruce. And I'm Jody. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, Bruce, today I would love to talk about or hear who your favorite fat guys, big people are from movies, because I just went and saw a couple movies the other day and I was like, oh, wow. So I went and saw, what is it called? Fighting with My Family, I think.
Yeah.
It's about like this family that's super into WWE and then their kids like try out to get in the WWE, and it was kind of inspirational, kind of fun. The Rock was in it, or Dwayne Johnson was in it. Yeah. But Nick Frost was in it from like Shaun of the Dead and like all that stuff. He's like the dad, and he was he had a mohawk. He was just like a rockin' dad. He was like a cool big guy. I don't know. It was just kind of a fun movie. So I was like, oh, what other big guys? Who are my other favorite fat guy movies? And so I was just like going through my head the other day.
Yeah, it's when you brought this up, I thought who is on this list, and I couldn't think of anybody, and I'm like, really? What? I know it was one of those things. I couldn't think of anybody, but I did end up coming up with a short list.
Awesome.
So, yeah. You want to start?
Sure. I have a couple. I mean, my favorite big guy is John Goodman.
Yes.
I love everything that he is such a, I feel, talented actor. He does really serious. He does it really well. He does comedy stuff really well. Obviously, he was in Roseanne forever.
Right.
But he was in like Cloverfield and like some of these.
Everything.
Really. I know. I was like, wow, John Goodman's in this too. I like looked up the list. I was like, oh, wait, I need to watch a couple other movies now because I didn't realize he was in it.
Yeah.
And he was in this movie where it was weird because like, I don't know, I think it was halfway or towards the end of the movie. I was like, wait, he's a gay character in this movie? I didn't even like catch it at first.
Huh.
But yeah, it was really funny.
He can play any role. I mean,
yeah, I think so.
The versatility there is insane. He's from Missouri. So am I.
Oh,
so
wow.
Extra points there.
Ding, ding.
Yep.
Winner. Yeah. And I don't know, there's some new movie that was advertised that he's in, some alien resistance type movie thing. I don't remember what it's called.
Interesting.
But anyways, yeah. So John Goodman's up on the top of my list. I pretty much see anything that he's in.
And he's been around for so long, and he's continued to do what he does, which I think is really interesting.
Yeah. And I think he did the voice for Sully. Sully from Monsters, Inc.
Right.
And he did the voice from some, I don't remember. There was some other Disney movie. I can't remember what
Such a distinct voice. I mean, you know it's him. You don't have to see him to know that it's him.
And it's always like the big character, you know, the big guy. So it's good.
Right.
Another one of my favorites is John Candy. Rest in peace. But
yeah, John Candy was on my list as well.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, he's just a classic actor. I think a lot of I can't even think of the names of the movies, but a lot of them are just really classic.
Right.
Can watch them over and over again. And
Uncle Buck.
Oh yeah.
Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Oh yep. Yeah. See, there you go. Yeah. I was just like, those are just like classic movies that, you know, when it's like gross outside, you pop them on the Netflix or whatever.
Right. Right.
Pop in the DVD or the VHS tape that you have.
Always good.
So those are a couple of my top ones. What kind of...
Let's see. What do I have here? So, Vincent D'Onofrio, who, I mean, he's intense. The guy can play anything.
Is that the Sopranos guy?
No, but he's also a good one to add. No, he is. D'Onofrio was on the Law and Order, was at SVU for a long time.
Okay.
He was in Apocalypse Now. Is that right? No, Full Metal Jacket. Somebody's gonna have to check me on this because Full Metal Jacket. There we go. Yeah, Full Metal Jacket and
Men in Black.
Men in Black. Yes. He was the bad guy in Men in Black. The bug thing. That was,
yeah. Okay. Cool. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not good with remembering people's faces to names.
I know that the brought it back to you.
I totally did.
Yeah. No, he's great, and he can play so many different roles. He was Kingpin in the Daredevil show on Netflix, which is going away. Yeah.
It's going away.
Yeah, all the Marvel Netflix shows have been canceled because Disney is doing its own
that's right.
fancy network.
Damn.
So maybe it'll come back.
Whatever.
I really like the Daredevil show, but I won't.
Yeah.
We won't devolve into that. Yeah, but I mean, he is an actor, like he just seems like he knows his craft. I know that he teaches as well. I just heard a podcast that he did where he was talking about, teaching and all of that. So he's doing what he's living his passion. And,
nice. Well, that's
he's just, it's, I don't know. He kind of takes over any scene that he's in. Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Nice.
Yep.
I like him.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of mine is going to be Louis Anderson.
Oh, yes.
And I've actually had the pleasure of meeting him.
Oh.
When we lived in Vegas. He actually lives out in that area. So we have like a connection through a connection. And we met him and it was awesome. He's just like hilariously cool and like funny. I don't know. He was just a really cool guy.
Out at his house.
Yeah, we hung out at his pool at his house next to his pool.
Wow.
And just like had, I don't know, coffee or something like that and just shoot the shit.
Huh.
But I mean, he is amazing on baskets.
Yes.
He plays, what's his name's mom.
Mm.
And it's just like spot on. I'm from Minnesota, like that's every grandma, mom type character because I think he's from somewhere in Minnesota. So I don't know. It's really good. And he was in, what was that movie, Coming to America?
Yep.
He was in that from forever ago.
Oh, wow. He was, wasn't he?
He worked at McDowell's.
Yes. I remember now.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was great. I don't know. I think he's good.
Yeah.
That was I don't know. He always has those crazy hats on in baskets. And I don't know. It's just funny.
Right.
His Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He does like Hat Sundays or something like that
really?
on his Instagram.
I love it.
Yeah. You got to find him on Instagram. Follow Louis Anderson and
Hat Sundays.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I've like watched all his specials and stuff like that too. His comedy specials.
Yeah.
Well, what was it? Life with Louis. I think it was a comedy thing he did or the cartoon thing he did.
He's been around I remember the cartoon thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been around for so long and he's been in so many things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, just, forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even been in bearskin underwear.
Oh yes. And he's a customer and a fan of Bearskin.
Hey,
Yeah. That works too.
Nice. Very nice. Since you brought him up, James Gandolfini.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yes, him.
From The Sopranos. Rest in peace. I mean, that show, ridiculous.
That was just a crazy like life of the mob type person, but he was like a good guy too.
Anti-hero.
Yeah,
maybe?
I loved that. Like you kind of were like
very flawed character,
sympathizing with this bad guy. Kind of.
Yeah,
he was going to see a therapist all the time, and like,
right.
Yeah, I thought that was a great character.
I can't remember how many seasons that ran.
Oh, I'm
not going to throw out a number because I'll be wrong.
I have no idea.
But multiple seasons, and and it was one of those shows that you wanted to watch as soon as it came out.
Mm-hmm.
It was like
the reason to have your HBO subscription.
Totally. Like Game of Thrones before Game of Thrones.
Right. Yeah.
I think that The Sopranos launched a lot of the other types of shows that we like or that we've loved as time's gone by. Breaking Bad, those kind of things. I don't think a lot of those shows would exist without something like The Sopranos kind of doing what it did.
Yeah, I think people really, I think that was like, I don't know, one of the first, but early binge watching type things.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah.
I love that.
Seasons.
Six seasons. Okay.
It seems like it was more than that, but it's a very intense show.
Yeah.
So
yeah. And he was able to play a really layered character in an interesting way. He played a character that could have just been a one note kind of thing. And I think that is part of what made it interesting. Obviously, the writing was phenomenal on that show, but just the way that he was able to play Tony Soprano was
I think it
so compelling.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
wasn't the wife like in everything?
Yes,
we were just looking her up. She's like Nurse Jackie.
Yep.
She's like all these. She was in all these other shows.
Yep.
I don't know if anyone can hear that, but we're talking about the wife from Sopranos. She was in like every other movie.
Right.
Nurse Jackie, any show. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. What else? Oh, I want to, since we're talking about movies and whatever, I do want to try this, and I'm a little sleepy today.
Oh.
There's our beer for this episode is what is this? Bent Paddle Brewing Company from Duluth, Minnesota.
Okay.
So this is a coffee ale.
Nice.
I know you're not a big coffee stout person.
But a coffee ale.
Maybe a coffee ale. It's a cold press coffee.
I'm not sure that I've ever had a coffee ale.
Well, we have our ale glasses from B Cups here to try and. Ooh, that's really dark. Nice.
Look at that. It's beautiful.
Oh. I ruined that one a little bit, but it's
all right.
Not the greatest pour this morning.
Well,
or this afternoon, whatever time of day it is.
To tell you the truth, these are it's a different glass from.
Oh, these aren't the ale ones? Jeez, Bruce.
I know.
Well, I guess you didn't know what I was bringing, so
here we are.
So always make sure you follow us on our Untapped app as well. We have a list of all of our beers that we do.
Yes.
So you can find and try to sip along with us if you can find these beers. You have to do a road trip and find the Heavy Conversation list on Untapped app. But this is the Bent Paddle Brewing Company. What is it actually?
Dark ale. It is 6% ABV.
Black. A local infusion of flavor, Bent Paddle Black, combined with Duluth Coffee Company's cold press coffee.
Smells
Smoother
like
than campfire coffee without the mess of the grounds. Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Duluth coffee. Okay. It's a very dark.
Pretty good. It's very smooth.
What is it? Bent Paddle.
Coffee. Yep.
Oh, if I can write paddle.
I drink this for breakfast.
It's Sunday.
I can drink this for breakfast.
Yeah, before work. I think it's perfect.
Bent Paddle. I'm sorry. I'm having a difficult time writing paddle. Boop-a-doo. Coffee, smooth, dark, strong.
I don't know. I don't feel like it's super strong. I feel like it's coffee, smooth and dark. Yes.
But it's not like an overwhelming coffee.
No, it's easy to drink. This is not one that I would have considered purchasing myself, but now that I've had it, I would definitely drink this again.
I'm going to have a little more and then I'll share with the
coffee ale.
Share with the crew. I don't know if they want to try.
Maybe that's my thing with coffee stouts is that I like strong coffee. I usually drink my coffee black, but my beer, I don't know. With coffee stouts, maybe there's just too stout, too much coffee, too much stout, too much.
Sometimes they're like really bitter.
Yeah.
They're too bitter. This is really just smooth.
It is. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's why I think I really enjoy this one.
Yep.
Thanks to Bjorn for bringing these back from one of his many
and not drinking them
and not drinking it. That was the really test. Is his drive back?
This one to keep in the fridge
that he didn't drink because there were some other ones that he actually drank that I was excited to get.
Oh, I see. Well, we appreciate you holding off on this one. This is great.
Your self-control.
Yes. It's hard when you've got a beer in there and you walk by the fridge and you go, oh, beer.
Well, he was on a road trip bringing all our underwear back and staying in motels by himself. So it's like, what do you do in the middle of North Dakota?
Drink beer.
Right. And
what else is there?
Winter and yeah. So Bent Paddle Brewing Company. This was good. Cold press black.
Nice. Yes.
I want to know if there's caffeine in it. That's what my biggest question about these coffee stouts and coffee things.
It's a good question. Yeah.
Because that's why I brought this one. I'm like, I need more coffee. So let's bring the coffee one.
Oh, I like this. That's good. It's Sunday when we're recording this and it's easy to be kind of out of it,
Get caffeinated and drunk at the same time.
That's right. That's what you do on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of which, over in the corner, no one listening can see this, but
in the corner,
shrouded by my hoodie, there is beer that I'm brewing.
Oh, is that the stuff?
Yes. I'm going to show you.
I saw your videos of. Well, I don't know if you sent or posted those or just sent them to me, but ooh, that looks really funky.
Yeah, I can't pick it up.
No, don't move it.
Move
Yeah, don't
things around.
agitate it. Nice. That's a fancy growler, or what is that called? That's not a growler.
It's a carboy.
Carboy. Thank you. I was like, what is the name of that?
It is a small.
Huge one.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
one
that
is
one's a small one. Yeah.
Yeah, this one is for a gallon of beer.
Okay.
There will be substantially less than that because this is my first time brewing
That's
on my
all right.
own. But there should be a few bottles of this. I'm very excited
Okay.
for us to break it open
Yeah.
here on the podcast. So
Yes, there is caffeine. It looks like in there. There hasn't been any formal testing, but there is caffeine.
There is caffeine in.
in coffee beers.
that
Okay.
makes sense.
It's a little bit less than. I guess it's a little less than like a cup of coffee.
Okay. So a little bit.
I can feel the caffeine coursing through my veins. Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good.
Nice.
Let's see. I've got one fat actor that he has lost some weight, but
Sure.
we'll still throw him in. Fat forever. Jonah Hill.
Oh, okay. All right.
Jonah Hill is really interesting to me because he definitely started out as it would have been easy for him to be pigeonholed into one specific thing. He's this comedy guy that's kind of thrown away and
Mhm.
whatever. And he made a concerted effort to not be that and to kind of get out of that role and to play different things.
Yeah.
Was it Superbad? Was that the first big thing?
This is a big one.
Yeah.
First
Yes. Yeah. Superbad. And then,
Maybe like 30.
then didn't he did that Brad Pitt movie about baseball, Moneyball.
I did not see that.
And then he did was it Wolf of Wall Street?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We did 21 Jump Street.
Oh yeah, there's that too. That yeah. And then didn't they do a 22 Jump Street?
They did.
Yes,
And there was
Oh.
the Get Him to the Greek he was
Yep.
really big in that.
he was. Yeah. So he has definitely he's been all over the map as far as that goes. No diet talk and heavy conversation, but I will say that one thing I read that where he was talking about so some journalist asked him about his diet, and he said, "I'm on a sushi diet," and I was like, "That's really a thing?" Like that is the most glorious.
That is expensive.
I would, yeah. I know.
Well,
I'm like,
I think that's a Hollywood diet type of thing.
for real. I'm like what? My God, I love sushi. Could I imagine just like, yeah.
I would be fine with that.
What is breakfast sushi?
I could be a diet of just sushi.
I know any excuse to eat sushi all the time. Count me in.
All right, my
Yes.
next favorite actor. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look up the guy's name, but is Chunk from Goonies.
Yes.
He is.
Yes.
So there's a big Goonies Day that is happening out on the coast of Oregon that I'm really going to try and go to.
So yeah, just a little backstory on that. We're here in Oregon, and Goonies was filmed on the Oregon coast in a couple cities here near Portland. And the big rock, isn't it, where the pirate ship's hidden? And the giant rock, Haystack Rock, is out here. As far as I know, it is not hollow.
No,
So that was part of the film. But then the
no,
Goonies,
it is. It totally
right.
is.
The Goonies house is in
Astoria.
But it's owned by someone, so you can't go in it.
And they don't
anymore.
want people to come around it now.
Yeah.
Isn't that the thing?
Yeah.
So if you're a Goonies
Why would you
fan,
buy a house like that if you don't want? I'm sorry.
I know, ridiculous.
Oh, his name is Jeff Cohen.
Is he a lawyer now or something?
Look at that guy.
Yeah. Wow. He
is like a.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like mostly voiceover.
I wish he still had the hair that he had when he was,
Right, I know.
when
It's
he
like,
was a
he
kid.
doesn't have hair.
But I
and-
could say the same thing about myself. I wish I still had the hair
from
that I had
from when
I was-
you were from Goonies.
Yes. Yes. I did have curly locks when I was a child.
Spill your guts. Tell us everything.
Everything. Okay, I'll talk. In third grade, I cheated on my history exam.
Amazing.
I stole my alphabet.
Wow.
And I glued it on my face. And I played Moses in my
That's amazing. I love
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yep. There we go.
That's
there we go,
a
everyone.
great-
Go watch the movie.
Go watch the Goonies. If that
Yeah.
didn't make you want to watch it, I don't know what would. But
That's right. That's right.
yeah, so the truffle shuffle, all that great stuff from that movie is awesome.
Yeah. There are a ton more actors, fat actors. Yeah, I know. There are so many other fat actors that we could talk about. We could do this all day long. Now, I keep thinking of more and more, but I think think we've got a good list here.
Yeah.
The last one I was going to throw in, and I don't know that any of these guys would identify as fat. They're not going around, using that as a thing that represents them. But Lil Rel from Get Out, TSA guy, his buddy. Did you see Get Out? Yeah. He definitely injected the humor into the movie.
Yeah.
And played a really cool role. I thought it was really interesting.
He's a big guy though. I'm trying to remember. Okay.
I mean, he's not huge.
Yeah. Okay.
But
he's no chunk.
He's no chunk. But I would say he's round by Hollywood standards.
Okay. Yes.
And spoiler alert if you haven't seen the movie, but he basically saves the day at the end. Or saves the night, whatever it is there.
He picks him up. He picks him up.
Didn't he shoot her though? Doesn't he shoot her at the end? Yeah,
I don't remember who shoots.
Allison. What's her face? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then I guess.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought he just drove up and he got in and they ran off.
He shoots her and picks him up and.
I love how pro TSA that movie is.
Yep. So it was good. It was. That was one that stood out. And sure, he's not necessarily the hugest of gentlemen, but it was one of the first ones that I thought of that, we'll take what we can get. Especially with
he's
modern.
rounder.
Yeah, see that?
Okay. I just didn't remember him. I was like, he was big.
Yeah. Big enough.
We're inclusive over here at Heavy Conversation in your bigness.
That's right.
So I want to know what y'all's favorite big person.
Who do we forget?
Yeah, who is the obvious person that we forgot?
I mean, Chris Farley, another.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah. But
whatever.
Yeah, who's your favorite big actor right now? What's your favorite movie that has a fairly positive portrayal of big people in movie?
Kenan Thompson.
Yes, Kenan Thompson.
Sorry.
Amazing. So good on SNL.
He just said that because we were watching Masked Singer the other day, and he was on the panel.
That's was he? Oh, yeah. Well,
but I also was a huge fan as a kid.
He was a Nickelodeon.
He was
a Nickelodeon kid.
He's the longest running SNL cast member now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Absolutely. This year, I believe, which is awesome.
Nice.
So yeah, and he's great. I love him on SNL. So good. Steve Harvey. Have you ever seen the? No. All right. Never mind.
Okay.
Never mind then.
I don't watch SNL very often.
All right. You're lost.
Yes, it is.
Tell us who we're missing, and subscribe to our podcast. Tell your friends.
Share our podcast with at least one friend today. Right now, go hit the share button and tell everyone how amazing we are.
Yep.
And tell them who we forgot.
That's right.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us today, and we'll talk at you later.
Until next time.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts.